Question 1. What does this sign indicate found at A junction? A. You have priority. B. Stop and give way. C. Traffic from right priority. D. Proceed without stopping. Answers is B. Stop and give way. This sign indicates you must stop your vehicle behind the stop line and give way to all traffic on the major road before proceeding safely. It is a critical priority sign for safety. Question 2. When should you use your vehicle's dipped headlights during the day? A. Only when it is raining heavily. B. In poor visibility, e.g. heavy rain. C. Only when driving on a motorway. D. Never, as it wastes fuel. Answers is B. In poor visibility, e.g. heavy rain. Dipped headlights improve your visibility to other road users in conditions of poor visibility, such as heavy rain, fog, or snow, even during daylight hours. This enhances safety. Question 3. What does this warning sign alert you to ahead on the road? A. A speed hump. B. An uneven road surface. C. A steep hill descent. D. A road narrowing. Answers is B. An uneven road surface. This sign warns drivers that the road ahead has an uneven surface. You should reduce your speed and drive with caution to maintain control of the vehicle and avoid damage. Question 4. What is the maximum speed limit for cars on a single carriageway road in the absence of signs? A. 70. B. 60. C. 50. D. 40. Answers is B. 60. For cars and motorcycles, the national speed limit on single carriageway roads is 60, unless otherwise by signs. On dual carriageways and motorways, it is 70. Question 5. What does this circular sign indicate from this point onwards? A. Minimum speed applies. B. National speed limit applies. C. No overtaking zone. D. Parking restrictions end. Answers is B. National speed limit applies. This sign indicates the end of a specific speed limit. From this point, the national speed limit for the type of road you are on applies, unless another limit is shown. Question 6. When approaching this sign, what must a driver be prepared to do? A. Speed up quickly. B. Slow down and stop for pedestrians. C. Ignore pedestrians. D. Sound the horn. Answers is B. Slow down and stop for pedestrians. This sign warns of a pedestrian crossing ahead. Drivers must be prepared to slow down and stop if pedestrians are waiting to cross or are already on the crossing. Question 7. What does this sign mean if you want to turn right? A. Turn right immediately. B. Find an alternative route. C. Ignore the sign at night. D. Proceed with caution. Answers is B. Find an alternative route. This sign means no right turn. You must not turn right at this junction and should instead find an alternative route to reach your destination safely. Question 8. What is the primary purpose of braking systems ABS in vehicles? A. To reduce stopping distance. B. To prevent wheels from locking up. C. To improve engine performance. D. To assist with steering at high speeds. Answers is B. To prevent wheels from locking up. ABS helps drivers maintain steering control and prevent skidding by stopping the wheels from locking up during heavy or emergency braking, especially on slippery surfaces. Question 9. What does this sign mean for vehicles carrying dangerous goods? A. All vehicles must stop. B. No entry for dangerous goods. C. Dangerous goods storage ahead. D. Proceed with caution. Answers is B. No entry for dangerous goods. This sign prohibits the entry of vehicles carrying dangerous goods, often seen near tunnels or bridges, where such cargo poses a higher risk to public safety. Question 10. What does this sign indicate regarding the road ahead? A. A steep decline. B. A steep ascent. C. Road narrows. D. Slippery road. Answers is B. A steep ascent. This warning sign indicates a steep ascent ahead. Drivers should select an appropriate gear and be prepared for potential loss of power or speed when climbing. Question 11. When may you overtake on the left in the A. Never, it is always illegal. B. In slow-moving traffic queues. C. Only on a dual carriageway. D. When the right lane is empty. Answers is B. In slow-moving traffic queues. You may overtake on the left in the when traffic is moving in queues, and the queue on your right is moving more slowly than your lane, or when traffic is being channeled. Question 12. What does this sign signify about the road layout? A. Two-way traffic. B. One-way road. C. Road with speed cameras. D. End of priority road. Answers is B. One-way road. This sign indicates that the road you are entering or currently on is a one-way road, meaning all traffic flows in the same direction. Question 13. What should you expect when you see this warning sign? A. Strong headwind. B. Strong side winds. C. Road slippery when wet. D. Gusty conditions. Answers is B. Strong side winds. This sign warns of strong side winds ahead, which can affect vehicle stability, especially for vehicles, motorcyclists, and those towing trailers. Drive with caution. Question 14. What does this sign prohibit ahead? A. No waiting. B. No overtaking. C. No parking. D. No U-turn. Answers is B. No overtaking. This sign indicates a no overtaking zone. You must not overtake other motor vehicles from this point until the restriction is lifted by another sign. Question 15. What is the typical sequence of traffic light signals amber after green? A. Red then green. B. Green then amber then red. C. Green then red then amber. D. Amber then green. Answers is B. Green then amber then red. The typical sequence is green proceed, then amber stop unless unsafe to do so, then red stop. Red and amber together mean prepare to go. Question 16. What does this sign mean for drivers? A. Give way to all traffic. B. Proceed around a roundabout. C. Sharp bend to the left. D. End of one-way street. Answers is B. Proceed around a roundabout. This sign indicates a roundabout ahead. You must give way to traffic already on the roundabout from your right, unless road markings indicate otherwise. Question 17. What does this sign indicate about parking? A. Parking for limited time. B. No parking. C. Parking permitted. D. Parking for disabled only. Answers is B. No parking. This sign means no parking. You are not permitted to park your vehicle at this location. though a short stop to pick up or drop off passengers may be allowed if no obstruction is caused. Question 18. Why is it important to check your tire pressures regularly? A. To improve acceleration. B. For safety, handling and fuel efficiency. C. To reduce wear on brakes. D. To make the car quieter. Answers is B. For safety, handling and fuel efficiency. Correct tire pressures are vital for road safety, ensuring proper handling, grip and braking. Incorrect pressures also lead to increased fuel consumption and uneven tire wear. Question 19. What does this sign warn about ahead? A. Road closed. B. Slippery road ahead. C. Road works. D. Uneven surface. Answers is B. Slippery road ahead. This sign warns that the road ahead may be slippery, especially in wet or icy conditions. You should reduce your speed and avoid sudden movements to prevent skidding. Question 20. What does this sign prohibit? A. No parking. B. No entry for all vehicles. C. No motor vehicles. D. Give way. Answers is B. No entry for all vehicles. This sign means no entry for all vehicles. You must not enter the road from this direction. It is a fundamental prohibitory sign. Question 21. What does this sign inform you about the immediate area? A. Motorway ahead. B. Residential area begins. C. Parking zone. D. Hazard area. Answers is B. Residential area begins. This sign indicates the beginning of a residential area, often called a living zone. In these areas, pedestrians, especially children, may be in the road. Speed limits are typically 20. Question 22. When are you permitted to use a mobile phone while driving? A. When stopped at traffic lights. B. Only when safely parked with the engine off. C. When in slow-moving traffic. D. In an emergency call. Answers is B. Only when safely parked with the engine off. It is illegal to use a mobile phone while driving, or while the engine is running and the vehicle is stationary, such as at traffic lights. You must be safely parked with the engine off. Question 23. What does this sign indicate for drivers? A. Turn left. B. Proceed straight ahead. C. Road closed. D. Minimum speed limit. Answers is B. Proceed straight ahead. This mandatory sign indicates that you must proceed straight ahead. It is often found at junctions or roundabouts to direct traffic flow. Question 24. What does this sign indicate to lorry drivers? A. Lorry parking. B. No entry for goods vehicles. C. Lorry route. D. Heavy vehicles only. Answers is B. No entry for goods vehicles. This prohibitory sign means no entry for goods vehicles. It prevents large goods vehicles from using certain roads, often due to weight restrictions or residential areas. Question 25. Why is it dangerous to drive too close to the vehicle in front? A. It uses more fuel. B. Stopping distance and view. C. It annoys other drivers. D. It causes engine damage. Answers is B. Stopping distance and view. Driving too close tailgating significantly reduces your stopping distance and limits your view of the road ahead, increasing the risk of a collision if the vehicle in front stops suddenly. Question 26. What does this sign warn you about ahead? A. Ferry crossing, B. Embankment or quayside, C. Steep descent, D. Coastal road. Answers is B. Embankment or quayside. This sign warns of an embankment or quayside ahead, meaning there is a drop or body of water close to the edge of the road. Exercise extreme caution. Question 27. What should you do when you see this sign? A. Proceed with speed, B. Give way to traffic, C. Stop fully, D. Sound horn. Answers is B. Give way to traffic. This sign means give way. You must give way to traffic on the main road, but you do not necessarily have to stop if the way is clear. Question 28. When must a passenger in a car wear A. Only on motorways, B. All passengers must wear one if available, C. Only children under 12, D. Only if they choose to. Answers is B. All passengers must wear one if available. In the all passengers aged 14 and over are responsible for wearing their. The driver is responsible for ensuring children under 14 are correctly restrained. Question 29. What does this sign indicate about vehicle types? A. Motor vehicles permitted, B. No entry for motor vehicles, C. Motorcycle parking, D. Road for motor vehicles. Answers is B. No entry for motor vehicles. This sign prohibits the entry of all motor vehicles, except for motorcycles which have a separate sign. It's often used for pedestrian zones or cycle paths. Question 30. What should you do when you see this sign indicating road works? A. Maintain current speed, B. Slow down and be prepared to stop, C. Sound horn to warn workers, D. Overtake carefully. Answers is B. Slow down and be prepared to stop. This sign warns of road works ahead. You should slow down, be prepared for hazards like loose chippings or temporary layouts, and obey any temporary speed limits. Question 31. What is the primary function of a catalytic converter in a vehicle? A. To improve engine power, B. To reduce harmful exhaust emissions, C. To make the engine quieter, D. To increase fuel efficiency. Answers is B. To reduce harmful exhaust emissions. A catalytic converter is part of the vehicle's exhaust system that converts toxic pollutants in exhaust gases into less toxic pollutants, improving air quality. Question 32. What does this mandatory sign instruct you to do? A. Turn left, B. Turn right, C. Go straight, D. U-turn only. Answers is B. Turn right. This sign indicates that you must turn right at the junction or point where the sign is placed. It is a mandatory direction of travel. Question 33. What does this sign indicate to drivers approaching a railway line? A. No trains, B. Railway crossing, C. Railway, D. Underground railway. Answers is B. Railway crossing. This sign warns of an unguarded railway crossing ahead. You must be prepared to stop and give way to any approaching trains. Question 34. When is it permissible to park on a double yellow line? A. Only at night, B. For picking off passengers, C. With a parking permit, D. Never, it's strictly prohibited. Answers is B. For picking off passengers. Double yellow lines mean no waiting at any time, but you may stop to pick up or drop off passengers or goods, unless there are additional restrictions shown. Question 35. What does this sign warn you about on the road ahead? A. Uneven road. B. A hump speed hump. C. D. Steep descent. Answers is B. A hump speed hump. This warning sign indicates a hump, commonly a speed hump or sleeping policeman, is ahead. You should reduce your speed to avoid damage to your vehicle or discomfort. Question 36. What is by this sign for vehicles? A. Give way. B. Do not enter. C. Stop ahead. D. No turning. Answers is B. Do not enter. This sign means do not enter or no entry. It typically faces traffic coming from the wrong direction on a one-way street, preventing entry. Question 37. What should you do if your vehicle breaks down on a motorway? A. Stay in the lane. B. Move to the hard shoulder. Use hazard lights. C. Exit at the next junction immediately. D. Try to fix it yourself on the hard shoulder. Answers is B. Move to the hard shoulder. Use hazard lights. If your vehicle breaks down on a motorway, try to get it to the hard shoulder, switch on your hazard lights, and if safe, exit the vehicle on the left side and wait behind the barrier. Question 38. What does this sign primarily indicate about the road ahead? A. Roadworks. B. Road narrows on both sides. C. Dual carriageway starts. D. Lane closure. Answers is B. Road narrows on both sides. This warning sign indicates that the road ahead narrows on both sides. You should reduce your speed and be prepared to give way to oncoming traffic or move into a single lane. Question 39. What does this sign indicate about the priority of traffic? A. You have priority. B. Oncoming traffic has priority. C. Stop all traffic. D. No entry. Answers is B. Oncoming traffic has priority. This sign indicates that priority over oncoming traffic is, meaning oncoming traffic has priority. You must be prepared to wait for oncoming vehicles to pass before proceeding. Question 40. Which types of vehicles are most at risk from strong side winds? A. Sports cars. B. Vehicles and motorcycles. C. Small hatchbacks. D. Electric cars. Answers is B. Vehicles and motorcycles. Vehicles like or vans and motorcycles are particularly vulnerable to strong side winds due to their larger surface area and less stable nature, respectively. Question 41. What does this sign mean for cyclists? A. No cycling. B. Cycle track. C. Cyclists dismount. D. Shared path. Answers is B. Cycle track. This mandatory sign indicates a dedicated cycle track. Cyclists must use this path, and other vehicles are generally prohibited from entering it. Question 42. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Sharp bend left. B. Dangerous curve to the right. C. Road narrows right. D. Roundabout. Answers is B. Dangerous curve to the right. This warning sign indicates a dangerous curve to the right ahead. You should reduce your speed and be prepared to steer into the bend safely. Question 43. What should you do if you accidentally drive into a lane? A. Speed up to get out. B. Proceed cautiously and obey signs. C. Turn around immediately. D. Stop and wait for help. Answers is B. Proceed cautiously and obey signs. If you accidentally enter a lane, proceed slowly and carefully, obeying all signs and signals, and prepare to move back into the correct flow when safe. Question 44. What does this sign indicate about the road you are entering? A. Dual carriageway. B. Motorway expressway. C. Road for buses only. D. Service road. Answers is B. Motorway expressway. This sign indicates the start of a motorway. Specific rules apply on motorways, including speed limits, vehicle types allowed, and overtaking procedures. Question 45. What action should you take when you see this sign? A. Accelerate quickly. B. Be prepared to stop. C. Overtake any slow vehicles. D. Ignore if green. Answers is B. Be prepared to stop. This sign warns of traffic lights ahead. You should slow down, be prepared to stop if the lights are red or amber, and adjust your speed accordingly. Question 46. What is the primary benefit of driving and way? A. Faster journeys. B. Fuel consumption and emissions. C. Better vehicle performance. D. Less need for servicing. Answers is B. Fuel consumption and emissions. Eco-driving techniques such as smooth acceleration, anticipating traffic, and using higher gears reduce fuel consumption, lower exhaust emissions, and save money. Question 47. What does this sign mean for drivers on the main road? A. End of priority. B. Priority road. C. Give way. D. Stop sign ahead. Answers is B. Priority road. This sign indicates that you are on a priority road. Traffic from side roads should give way to you, but you should still drive with caution and be prepared for anything. Question 48. What does this sign instruct drivers to do at this point? A. Turn right. B. Turn left. C. Go straight. D. U-turn. Answers is B. Turn left. This mandatory sign indicates that you must turn left at the junction or point where the sign is placed. It is a mandatory direction of travel. Question 49. Why is it important to use the routine? A. To improve fuel economy. B. To alert others and ensure safety. C. To test your vehicle's brakes. D. To avoid speeding tickets. Answers is B. To alert others and ensure safety. The routine ensures you check your mirrors, signal your intentions, and then execute your maneuver safely, informing other road users of your actions in advance. Question 50. What does this sign warn about pedestrians? A. Adult pedestrians. B. Children likely to be present. C. Pedestrian crossing. D. No pedestrians. Answers is B. Children likely to be present. This sign warns that children are likely to be present, often near schools or play areas. You should slow down, be alert, and be prepared for children to act unpredictably. Question 51. What does this sign indicate about the road structure? A. Single lane ahead. B. Of movement in lanes. C. Lane closure. D. No overtaking in lanes. Answers is B. Of movement in lanes. This sign shows the directions of movement allowed in different lanes ahead, helping drivers choose the correct lane for their intended destination. Question 52. What is the purpose of rumble strips on the road? A. To slow traffic, B. To alert drowsy drivers, C. To improve grip, D. To mark cycle lanes. Answers is B. To alert drowsy drivers. Rumble strips are raised lines or grooves on the road surface, designed to create noise and vibration when driven over, alerting drivers who may be distracted or drowsy. Question 53. What does this sign indicate about the road's condition? A. Muddy road, B. Loose gravel or chippings, C. Ice on road, D. New tarmac. Answers is B. Loose gravel or chippings. This sign warns of loose gravel or chippings on the road surface, which can cause skidding, particularly for motorcyclists, and damage to vehicle paintwork from flying stones. Question 54. What does this sign instruct drivers of tractors to do? A. Tractor parking, B. No entry for tractors, C. Tractor crossing, D. Tractors only. Answers is B. No entry for tractors. This prohibitory sign means no entry for tractors. It prevents tractors from using certain roads, often to protect road surfaces or manage traffic flow. Question 55. What should you do if your vision is obscured by bright sunlight? A. Drive faster to pass through, B. Slow down and use sun visor, C. Turn on full beam headlights, D. Follow closely behind another vehicle. Answers is B. Slow down and use sun visor. Bright sunlight can cause glare, making it difficult to see. You should slow down, use your sun visor, and wear sunglasses to improve visibility and avoid dazzling others. Question 56. What does this sign tell you about the road ahead? A. Steep ascent, B. Steep descent, C. Uneven road, D. Road narrows. Answers is B. Steep descent. This warning sign indicates a steep descent ahead. You should select A. Lower gear to use engine braking, reducing the need for continuous foot braking and preventing overheating. Question 57. What does this sign mean for motorcyclists? A. Motorcycle parking, B. No entry for motorcycles, C. Motorcycles only, D. Motorcycle lane. Answers is B. No entry for motorcycles. This prohibitory sign means no entry for motorcycles. It prevents motorcycles from using certain roads, often due to noise restrictions or pedestrian zones. Question 58. What is the recommended following distance in good dry conditions? A. 1 car length, B. Rule, C. 1 second rule, D. 3 car lengths. Answers is B. Rule. The rule is a widely recommended method to ensure a safe following distance. In adverse conditions, this distance should be increased. Question 59. What does this sign warn about ahead on the left? A. Minor road joins right, B. Minor road joins left, C. Main road turns left, D. No entry left. Answers is B. Minor road joins left. This warning sign indicates a minor road joins the main road from the left. Be aware of traffic entering from the left and adjust your driving accordingly. Question 60. What does this sign mean for vehicle movement? A. Left turn only, B. No U-turn, C. U-turn permitted, D. No entry. Answers is B. No U-turn. This sign means no. You must not make a U-turn at this location, usually due to safety reasons or to maintain traffic flow. Question 61. What is the purpose of red route clearway markings? A. Parking allowed for. B. No stopping at any time. C. Only buses allowed to stop. D. Restricted parking hours. Answers is B. No stopping at any time. Red route clearway markings indicate that stopping is not allowed at any time, even for picking up or dropping off passengers. They are designed to keep traffic flowing freely. Question 62. What does this sign mean for public transport? A. No public transport. B. Road with a bus lane. C. Bus stop ahead. D. Bus station. Answers is B. Road with a bus lane. This sign indicates a road with a lane for public transport vehicles. You should be aware of specific rules regarding access and use of these lanes. Question 63. What does this sign indicate about the road surface ahead? A. New road surface. B. Change of road surface. C. Slippery road. D. Road closed. Answers is B. Change of road surface. This sign warns of a change in road surface ahead, which could affect your vehicle's grip and handling. Adjust your speed and driving style accordingly. Question 64. When approaching a hazard, what should you primarily focus on? A. Braking immediately. B. Assessing the situation and planning. C. Sounding your horn. D. Accelerating to avoid it. Answers is B. Assessing the situation and planning. When approaching a hazard, it's crucial to assess the situation, identify potential risks, and plan your response. This allows for controlled and safe maneuvering, rather than just reacting. Question 65. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Bridge ahead. B. Tunnel ahead. C. Underpass. D. No entry. Answers is B. Tunnel ahead. This sign warns of a tunnel ahead. You should switch on your dipped headlights, remove sunglasses, and maintain a safe distance from the vehicle in front. Question 66. What does this sign mean for drivers of mopeds? A. Moped parking. B. No entry for mopeds. C. Moped lane. D. Only. Answers is B. No entry for mopeds. This prohibitory sign means no entry for. It prevents mopeds from using certain roads, often for safety reasons or to manage traffic flow. Question 67. What does a broken white line along the center of the road mean? A. No overtaking. B. You may cross if safe to do so. C. Lane closure ahead. D. Hard shoulder. Answers is B. You may cross if safe to do so. A broken white line indicates that you may cross it to overtake or turn right if it is safe and expedient to do so, provided you do not endanger other road users. Question 68. What does this sign indicate for certain vehicles? A. Maximum speed. B. Minimum speed limit of 50. C. Speed camera. D. End of speed limit. Answers is B. Minimum speed limit of 50. This mandatory sign indicates a minimum speed limit of 50 units e.g., or, depending on context and local regulations, you must drive at or above this speed if safe. Question 69. What does this sign mean for turns? A. Turn right only. B. No left turn. C. Left turn mandatory. D. U-turn allowed. Answers is B, no left turn. This sign means no left turn. You must not turn left at this junction and should instead find an alternative route to reach your destination. Question 70. What should you do if you are dazzled by the headlights of an oncoming vehicle at night? A. Flash your headlights. B. Slow down and look to the left. C. Close your eyes briefly. D. Speed up to pass quickly. Answers is B. Slow down and look to the left. If dazzled, slow down, be prepared to stop, and look to the edge of the road or at the white line marking the edge to maintain your position without looking directly at the lights. Question 71. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Steep hill. B. Falling rocks. C. Uneven surface. D. Cliff edge. Answers is B. Falling rocks. This sign warns of falling rocks or debris from the hillside on the road ahead, or a risk of them. Drive with extreme caution and be alert for obstructions. Question 72. What does this sign indicate for vehicles with trailers? A. Trailers only. B. No entry for trailers. C. Trailer parking. D. Trailer turning point. Answers is B. No entry for trailers. This prohibitory sign means no entry for vehicles with trailer. It prevents vehicles towing trailers from using certain roads, often due to tight turns or steep gradients. Question 73. What is the legal minimum tread depth for car tires in the A. 1 m, B. 1 6 m, C. 2 5 m, D. 3 m? Answers is B. 1 6 m. The legal minimum tread depth for car tires across of the tread width is 1 6 m. Driving with illegal tires is dangerous and can result in a fine and penalty points. Question 74. What does this sign indicate about parking regulations? A. No parking. B. No stopping. C. Waiting allowed. D. Disabled parking. Answers is B. No stopping. This sign means no stopping at any time. It is a more restrictive sign than no parking and means you cannot stop for any reason, even briefly. Question 75. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Single curve left. B. Series of dangerous curves first right. C. Winding road first left. D. Road narrows. Answers is B. Series of dangerous curves first right. This warning sign indicates a series of dangerous curves ahead, with the first curve to the right. Reduce speed and prepare for multiple bends. Question 76. When is it appropriate to use your horn in a built-up area? A. To greet a friend. B. To warn others of your presence. C. To show annoyance. D. When stuck in traffic. Answers is B. To warn others of your presence. You should only use your horn when your vehicle is moving, and you need to warn other road users of your presence. It is generally prohibited in built-up areas between 23:30 and 7:0. Question 77. What does this sign mean for driving straight? A. Turn right only. B. Proceed straight or turn right. C. Turn left or right. D. No right turn. Answers is B. Proceed straight or turn right. This mandatory sign indicates that you must either proceed straight ahead or turn right. Choose your lane early and signal your intentions clearly. Question 78. What does this sign indicate to drivers? A. Sharp bend right. B. Dangerous curve to the left. C. Road narrows left. D. Roundabout. Answers is B, dangerous curve to the left. This warning sign indicates a dangerous curve to the left ahead. You should reduce your speed and be prepared to steer into the bend safely. Question 79. What should you do if you miss your exit on a motorway? A. Reverse back to it. B. Continue to the next exit. C. Stop on the hard shoulder. D. Cross the central reservation. Answers is B. Continue to the next exit. If you miss your exit, you must continue to the next one. Reversing on a motorway is extremely dangerous and illegal. Plan your route carefully to avoid missing exits. Question 80. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Ahead. B. Dangerous hard shoulder. C. Emergency stopping lane. D. Roadworks. Answers is B. Dangerous hard shoulder. This sign warns of a dangerous hard shoulder. It may be uneven, narrow, or contain hazards, making it unsafe for use or emergency stops. Question 81. What does this sign mean about vehicle access? A. Animal crossing. B. No entry for vehicles. C. Farm vehicles only. D. Horses only. Answers is B. No entry for vehicles. This sign prohibits the entry of vehicles. It's typically found on modern roads where such traffic would impede flow or be unsafe. Question 82. What is the main hazard of using rear fog lights in clear conditions? A. Drains battery faster. B. They can dazzle drivers behind you. C. They are illegal to use. D. They reduce fuel efficiency. Answers is B. They can dazzle drivers behind you. Rear fog lights are very bright. Using them in clear conditions can dazzle drivers behind you, making it difficult for them to see your brake lights and judge distances, creating a hazard. Question 83. What does this mandatory sign instruct? A. Turn right only. B. Proceed straight or turn left. C. Turn right or left. D. No left turn. Answers is B. Proceed straight or turn left. This mandatory sign indicates that you must either proceed straight ahead or turn left. Choose your lane early and signal your intentions clearly. Question 84. What does this sign warn about ahead? A. Pedestrian crossing. B. Cyclists. C. No cyclists. D. Shared path. Answers is B. Cyclists. This sign warns of cyclists leaving or entering the road, often found near cycle routes or crossings. Be extra vigilant for cyclists, who can be less visible. Question 85. What is the purpose of emergency refuge areas on smart motorways? A. For car sharing. B. For breakdowns. Or C. Rest stop areas. D. Parking for lorry drivers. Answers is B. For breakdowns. Or emergency refuge areas provide a safe place for vehicles to stop in an emergency or breakdown on smart motorways where there is no permanent hard shoulder. Question 86. What does this sign indicate about junctions? A. Major road ahead. B. Junction with a minor road. C. Roundabout ahead. D. No entry. Answers is B. Junction with a minor road. This sign warns of a junction with a minor road ahead. Be prepared for traffic merging or turning onto or from the minor road and adjust your speed. Question 87. What does this sign mean for turns? A. Straight only. B. Turn right or left. C. No turns allowed. D. U-turn. Answers is B, turn right or left. This mandatory sign indicates that you must either turn right or turn left. It is usually found at junctions where going straight is not permitted. Question 88. Which road users are most vulnerable in adverse weather conditions? A. Car drivers, B. Motorcyclists, cyclists, pedestrians, C. Lorry drivers, D. Bus passengers. Answers is B. Motorcyclists, cyclists, pedestrians. Motorcyclists, cyclists, and pedestrians are particularly vulnerable in adverse weather due to visibility, slippery surfaces, and less protection from collisions. Question 89. What does this sign indicate about parking for vans? A. Overtaking allowed, B. No overtaking for goods vehicles, C. Vans only, D. End of restriction. Answers is B. No overtaking for goods vehicles. This sign means no overtaking for goods vehicles and vans. It prohibits these specific vehicles from overtaking other motor vehicles in the area. Question 90. What does this sign mean for parking during specific times? A. No parking on even days, B. No parking on days, C. Parking always allowed, D. No parking at all. Answers is B. No parking on days. This sign indicates no parking on days. Parking restrictions vary by time and day, so always check accompanying plates or road markings. Question 91. What is the stopping distance primarily affected by? A. Car color and age, B. Speed, road conditions and vehicle condition, C. Fuel level and engine size, D. Music volume. Answers is B. Speed, road conditions and vehicle condition. Stopping distance, thinking distance plus braking distance is heavily by your speed, the road surface wet, dry, icy, weather conditions, and your vehicle's tires and brakes. Question 92. What does this sign advise regarding vehicle movement? A. Pass obstacle on left, B. Pass obstacle on the right, C. No through road, D. Lane ends. Answers is B. Pass obstacle on the right. This mandatory sign indicates that you must pass the obstacle ahead, e.g., A. Traffic island or road division on the right side. Obey direction arrows. Question 93. What does this sign indicate about wild animals? A. Zoo nearby, B. Wild animals often cross, C. Domestic animals, D. Animal park. Answers is B. Wild animals often cross. This sign warns of wild animals such as deer that may stray onto the road. You should reduce your speed, especially at dawn and dusk, and be prepared to stop. Question 94. Why should you avoid harsh braking and acceleration in icy conditions? A. To save fuel, B. To prevent skidding and loss of control, C. To protect the engine, D. To be more comfortable. Answers is B. To prevent skidding and loss of control. Harsh braking and acceleration can easily cause your wheels to lose grip on icy surfaces, leading to skidding and a loss of vehicle control. Smooth inputs are crucial. Question 95. What does this sign indicate about parking regulations? A. No parking on odd days, B. No parking on days, C. Parking always allowed, D. No parking at all. Answers is B. No parking on days. This sign indicates no parking on days. Parking restrictions vary by time and day, so always check accompanying plates or road markings. Question 96. What does this sign tell you about the end of the motorway? A. Motorway services. B. End of motorway. C. Start of new motorway. D. Restricted motorway. Answers is B. End of motorway. This sign indicates the end of a motorway. Be aware that the rules and speed limits for ordinary roads will apply from this point. Question 97. What should you do if your steering suddenly feels light on a wet road? A. Steer sharply. B. Ease off accelerator, don't brake or steer. C. Brake hard. D. Accelerate to regain grip. Answers is B. Ease off accelerator, don't brake or steer. Light steering on a wet road indicates aquaplaning. You should ease off the accelerator, hold the steering wheel straight, and avoid braking or sudden steering until grip is regained. Question 98. What does this sign indicate about the junction ahead? A. Minor road joins left. B. Minor road joins right. C. Main road turns right. D. No entry right. Answers is B. Minor road joins right. This warning sign indicates a minor road joins the main road from the right. Be aware of traffic entering from the right and adjust your driving accordingly. Question 99. What does this service sign indicate is available? A. Hospital. B. First aid post. C. Police station. D. Emergency services. Answers is B. First aid post. This service sign indicates a first aid post is available nearby. This is where you can seek immediate medical attention for minor. Question 100. What does this sign indicate about vehicle movement? A. Pass obstacle on right. B. Pass obstacle on the left. C. No through road. D. Lane ends. Answers is B. Pass obstacle on the left. This mandatory sign indicates that you must pass the obstacle ahead, e.g., a traffic island or road division on the left side. Obey direction arrows. Question 101. What does this sign signify about the road for vehicles? A. No motor vehicles. B. Road for motor vehicles. C. Motorway starts. D. Slow vehicles only. Answers is B. Road for motor vehicles. This sign indicates that the road is specifically for motor vehicles. Pedestrians and cyclists are generally not permitted or should use separate. Question 102. When are you most likely to encounter black ice? A. During heavy rain. B. On clear, cold mornings. C. On sunny afternoons. D. In heavy fog. Answers is B. On clear, cold mornings. Black ice is a thin, transparent layer of ice that can be difficult to see. It often forms on clear, cold mornings, particularly on shaded parts of the road or bridges, making surfaces extremely slippery. Question 103. What does this sign warn about ahead? A. Uneven road. B. Ahead. C. Speed bumps. D. Loose gravel. Answers is B. Ahead. This sign warns of potholes ahead. You should reduce your speed and drive carefully to avoid damaging your vehicle's tires or suspension. Question 104. What does this sign indicate at a railway crossing? A. Single track. B. Railway crossing. C. No trains. D. Closed crossing. Answers is B, railway crossing. This sign warns of an unguarded railway crossing ahead. You must be extremely cautious, stop, look, and listen for trains before proceeding. Question 105. When is it legal to perform a U-turn on the road? A. At all junctions. B. Where safe, legal, and clear of traffic. C. Only on dual carriageways. D. When traffic is slow. Answers is B. Where safe, legal, and clear of traffic. A U-turn is legal only where it is safe, does not cause an obstruction, and is not prohibited by signs or road markings. Always check mirrors and signal intentions.